Yeah, we live. There we go. We live.
There we go. Yo, what's good, fight fans? How are you doing this evening? We are live here tonight at the Duke, aka the Georgia Duke Center in Vacaville. Boxing Profiles TV on your YouTube. Once again, before we officially start, go on YouTube, subscribe. Boxing Profiles TV on YouTube for the hottest boxing news, analysis, tips, etc. With my man right here, the one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend, Coach Prince. Coach Tonsil Prince. There's a lot to talk about tonight. And look at me tonight. This is the third episode we have. I have hand wraps. I'm going to be humble, but I bet you, like I said, we're working on our promo talk, on our wrestling talk a little bit. But end of this year, I'm going to be a problem. It's going to be because I train here, Coach Prince, Coach Jason, Coach Max here at the Georgia Duke. I'm going to be a problem, so watch out. This arm is going to start getting better. I'm in my early 40s, but yo, you never know. Don't count me out yet. But anyways,
you young.
Hey, but yes, once again, welcome viewers. Coach Prince, there's a lot that happened this past week. Specifically, I was going to say you actually had the opportunity this past Friday to actually attend some live fights yourself, right? And meet some amazing people and actually make some music. This guy has made some music for some famous people as well. We'll let him talk about that. But Coach Prince, first things first, yes, how was the fight and what was that on Friday?
So we went to, myself and Coach Jason, we went to, it was actually Saturday, last Saturday. We went to Thunder Valley Casino Hotel.
Okay.
And we was at the venue.
Wow.
And now let me tell you what happened. Okay, so we go into the hotel. And when we go into the venue, dude, it was like walking into a place in Vegas. That's what the venue looked like.
You were in another world.
Yeah,
it took you to a real.
It was like
big time.
It was like being in Vegas. And I even told Coach Jason, I said, man, this has got a Vegas feel to it. And that's what was happening. And I do believe that's exactly what Nasser Navarone from Uppercut Promotions wanted to do, is to give that Vegas feel right here in California. And I have to say this about Uppercut Promotions, right? Uppercut Promotions is really, really popping here in Northern California. They just, like a couple weeks ago, just did a show in Oakland, okay? It was
you attended that one as well, right?
Well, I didn't go to it. Coach Jason and Coach Mac went to it, so they had the opportunity to do some
networking and whatnot, right? Yes.
And they was actually to record, film, whatever we want to call.
Yes.
So, and then we was able to put some of those fights up on Boxing Profiles, okay? I still have to put up some fights. I have to put up Gabriel Garcia's fight up. I still got a couple of the guys' fights I have to put up, but. And I will get those fights up.
Right.
But what Uppercut Promotions is doing right here in Northern California is a great thing, okay? They're really, really exposing all the fighters that are out there. And for all you guys that are out there, all you YouTubers, you guys need to be paying attention to Uppercut Promotions in California. He's in Sacramento.
Remember that. Uppercut Promotions.
Navarone. He is doing great things here. And you know what? This whole nation needs to know about what Nasser Navarone is doing. He's doing great things, and I'm telling you, man, I've known Nasser. I know Nasser for years. Okay, when I was kickboxing, you know what I mean. Nasser was kickboxing at the time and things like that. You know what I mean. And Nasser was on with Dennis Alexio, who was one of the first. With the undisputed champion. He had all the belts. He had everything when it comes to kickboxing. And people know who Dennis Alexio is. I'm telling you straightforward. Nasser got into the promotion, and he's been doing this for years. And the man is, I gotta tell you, he throws great shows. Awesome. Great shows.
So if you missed it like I did, don't miss the next one. Uppercut Promotions.
Yes.
Follow them because hopefully
I'm telling you,
with them.
Uppercut Promotions is on Facebook. I'm sure they're on Instagram. So you just got to type it in, and that's, you know what I'm saying. But here's what I say, man. I saw there was one fight that really was a toe-to-toe war.
Was it the first fight?
That was the first fight, and that was a gentleman by the name of Mario El Torito Hernandez.
He took a picture of his robe, of his ring robe, and you took a picture with him as well, right after his fight. So remember the name, like he was saying.
Mario El Torito Hernandez.
Mario El
Man,
Torito Hernandez.
This guy went toe to toe the whole fight. I mean, these two guys, they went at it. And if they go to boxing profiles, or they go to my on Facebook, and they'll be able to see the fight that's there.
Right. So make sure to go there.
Dude, you know what? It was an awesome fight. I mean, look, boxing needs fights like that. They need to see the diamonds in the rough, okay? Because I'm telling you, this guy really impressed me, okay? I mean, toe-to-toe, non-stop action.
Conditioning,
Just
cardio, everything.
Everything.
Full throttle.
Now, not just him. The other fighter also had the same thing. And I mean, they were throwing bombs. They was going at it. And that was the first fight.
The first fight. So all the other fights after that had a tough act to follow.
They had a tough act to follow. But it was a great card. It was, don't get me wrong, okay? It was a great card of boxing. Alan Sanchez.
How many fights were there altogether?
There was a total of 12.
Wow, 12 fights.
There was a total of 12 fights that was on there. Also, there was we had the fighting family from Gilroy. The Guerreros.
The Guerrero family.
The Guerreros, yeah. They did. And my goodness, the Guerreros, they had a great fight. Actually, the Guerrero got knocked down, and then Guerrero came back and knocked his opponent out. That was a great fight too. So that's something I haven't put that fight up yet too. I got to get that one up.
Right.
But there's a lot of great fights that was on that card. I mean, it was a phenomenal card of boxing. You know, look, I want to see great fights.
Right. We were talking about that these past two shows as well.
Yeah.
Great fights. Fights where the fighters are fundamentally sound. Like you said, even though El Torito was throwing bombs with his opponent, you could tell they were doing it crisp. They were doing it sharp. Yeah, fundamentally sound. There was like fluid in motion. It was poetry in motion.
Exactly. Yes. And both of them gave 110%. Both of the fighters was giving 110% on what they were doing inside that ring. I mean, look, when you start to see, when I go
stuff like this gets me excited. See, I wasn't there, but like, listening to this stuff gets me pumped. You know,
when I see on the marquee and it says Mario El Torito Hernandez, I'm going to go see that fight. When I see his name in one of the posters or something like that, I'm going to go watch him fight again. Now, Mario's actually from Reno.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I'm
sure
still
close by.
Yeah. He was born and raised in He was born and raised in Mexico, but he's now in Reno, and I was impressed. I was like I said, he's a diamond in the rough.
One to watch for.
Yes. And diamonds are forever. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Diamonds are forever. He's a diamond in the rough, and all he has to do is just continue fighting the way he's going. If he fights like that, things are gonna start happening for this guy. You know what I mean? I really truly believe that the man was good. I think also too for uppercut promotions, I think they're just gonna get better and better and better and better, doing better and better, because they're gonna start attracting more and more people wanting to get involved in their shows.
Right.
And which is great. It's great. The one thing about Northern California that people are not exposed to is all the great fighters that we have here.
There's so many.
Look, I'm talking about. We could go from Amari Jones, right? We can go to Alan Sanchez. Okay, we can go to Gabriel Garcia. Okay, and I could go on and on and on of all the fighters that are here in Northern California.
Northern California got a lot.
That are undefeated. We got Joe Sean James. Okay, that's here's another undefeated fighter. I mean, I could go through a whole line of undefeated fighters in California that a lot of people don't know. A lot of diamonds in the rough. okay, that's gonna give 110%. So when they step into that ring,
Yep.
you know what I mean? They got the heart of a lion. You know what I'm saying? And in order for people to see these fighters, you know, they gotta really pay attention to them, because it's the up and coming fighters that are hungry. That's when we see
Young lions, like you said.
That's when we see some of the best boxing with these guys that are hungry. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. You got the guys at the top that are doing their thing,
Right.
and they're making the millions and millions of dollars.
But the ones that got something to prove, the
Yeah.
ones that are, like you said, that have put in the work in the gym, put in the blood, sweat, and tears,
Yeah.
have made sacrifices, you know, right? And come from, some of them, come from backgrounds where, they have nothing to give it, they give it all up, and that's all they have is boxing.
That's all they got
and
is
that's
boxing.
and that's people. That's someone to watch out for.
Yeah.
That is someone to watch out for. There, is when it's not just a sport, it's when it's life.
Yeah, it's life. I mean, look, if you want to be successful in boxing, you have to be doing this consistently.
No days
every
off,
day.
right?
Yeah,
No days off.
There's no days off. You got to be doing it consistently. If you want to be on the top,
It's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle. Not only that, it is something that if it's your job and this is what you do, the cream will rise
to the top. We were talking about that. It's like Macho Man. Ooh,
Yeah,
the
that's it.
cream always rises to the top, right?
That's right. It rises to the top. So if the cream is gonna rise to the top, and you have stepping,
No half stepping.
you can't have.
That's why over here at the Duke with Coach Prince,
no
Coach
half
Matt,
stepping.
Coach Jason, no half stepping.
ain't no half stepping.
No half stepping. And like you said, El Torito, it seems like with his gym and his camp, no half stepping
Yeah.
there.
And-
And those are the fighters we want to start seeing.
Yeah, and here's the thing: when it comes to Jamario, man, you can look at this man and see that he's gonna give it all. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna give it all. Okay, hunger. You know what I mean? The hunger,
Fire.
fire.
That's something you can't teach, right? That's something you can't teach. You have to have that heart. That heart. You know, right.
You gotta have it in here, you know. It was exciting, man. I really loved what was going on over there, man, at Thunder Valley and Uppercut Promotions, man. I really.
So I was gonna say, so when you walked in, like you said, so like Vegas style. So when you first walked in, what was the first thing, like visually that you just like the lights just hit you?
Well, it was okay. It was the structure of the arena itself. It was the structure of the arena. It was completely different from going to like when I went over to was it the Golden One? One Center?
Right.
Okay,
Sacramento, yes.
I've been at the Golden One Center, and usually they'll take a ring and they'll just plop it in the
right in the
middle of the floor, and then you got everybody surrounding it, right?
right.
This was completely different. What it was it was the ring here, right? They had the chairs surrounding right here, right? Then back here was the stage. Then everything else from here all the way back is where all the people would sit. Okay? And then it had the different levels. Here, and then one up here. And dude, me and Jason, we went all the way to the top, and we were actually showing what it looks like from being all the way at the top. It was amazing. And the reason why it was amazing is because sometimes where you sit, sometimes you have something blocking the field of view, and you got to kind of lean to the side, this and that, right? It wasn't like that.
Like this, you can see from everywhere.
You could see
no matter where.
No matter where. You could see from this venue. And it was amazing. I would love to go there again for, Uppercut Promotions, do another show there.
Yes.
I would love to go there again.
I got to go with you
next
time,
man,
too.
It was phenomenal. Me and Jay, we were down on the floor. We were pretty close to the ring. We was about maybe seven rows from the ring. And it was amazing. Nate Diaz was actually.
I was gonna say he met Nate Diaz. So Nate Diaz was there at the fight.
Nate Diaz was
shout out
there.
to Nate Diaz.
Yeah. Big shout out to you, Nate. Okay, and so Nate, we were here, and Nate and them was like back here. There was a VIP section that he was in.
Yeah.
And man, it was really cool. It wasn't real expensive. You know what I mean? The food wasn't really expensive.
See,
it was
that's
just
good.
It was good. Now, I know when I went to Vegas before, and I was in the MGM. I think.
Do you remember what fight it was?
Yeah, it was Devin Haney against Lomachenko.
We
went to that fight.
fight.
It was me, Jason, and James Page. We went to that fight, and it was yes, right, yes, and it was an amazing fight. It was a good fight,
Right. MGM.
MGM,
Beautiful venue.
It was that's a beautiful venue, you know what I mean? But I mean, when I compare,
And it's right here.
Yeah, it's
right here in
California.
Northern
Yeah.
California.
The venue here at Thunder Valley Casino. I mean, I'm just telling you.
You hear that?
I'm just
See,
not saying it.
it's coming from
I
a-
was more impressed with the one here in California.
That's coming from a gentleman who's been in the
Okay.
fight game for years
Yeah,
and years.
I was
Who's
more
seen
impressed
very
with
many
it.
venues.
Yeah. So I'm
You
telling
know?
you, I mean, I fought in Hawaii at the Blaisdell Arena. I fought when it was at
Wow.
Arco Arena over here. I fought in big arenas, and you know what? I'll tell you like this. You know, so I'm not unfamiliar with the big stage.
Right.
Okay. And like I said, this was at the
Thunder Valley.
the Thunder Valley at the venue. It was nice.
You gotta
It was a
remember
nice
that
big
next
stage,
time.
bro. It
Hopefully,
was great.
Uppercut
It was
Promotions
great.
will be back there
Yeah.
at Thunder Valley.
Yeah, I hope so
again.
too. But getting back to
Yes, sir.
MGM Grand, you know,
Right.
that was a good venue, okay. And then when we went to that particular fight, it was like, okay, this is cool. It was really good. It was really cool. You know, but one of the things I really want to touch on while we doing the podcast,
Yes.
I want to touch on the fight between Anthony Joshua and Triple D. Okay, it's the boss.
Dubois.
I'm sorry, I said
Dubois.
but
Dubois. Tomato,
That's
tomato,
it.
right?
Yeah, I want to touch on that. You know what I mean? I was
Fifth round TKO.
well. Okay, so me and Coach Mack, we were talking about it, and I even asked Mack. I said Joshua, basically Joshua Dubois, who you got? And I think he said Anthony Joshua. I think. Okay, I could ask him, but he's over there in the back over there. I can ask him. But I told him, and he said, "Well, who you got?" I said, "I'm taking Dubois on the fight, right?" And then my buddy Theo also.
Theo,
he was
shout out
asking me-
DJ Theo.
Yeah, DJ Theo. What's up, bro? He also asked me. He said, "Who you taking?" I said, "I'm taking Dubois on this fight." And he was like, "Are you sure? Really?" I said, "Yeah. I'm going with Dubois." So he asked me why, and I told him. I said because when Dubois fought Usyk, right, and he hit Usyk with that body shot. Now they called that a low blow, but when you go back and you look at the actual replay,
it was not a low blow.
it was not a low blow. It was a knockout.
Wow.
It was a knockout shot. He hit him perfectly.
Wow.
And I knew right then and there that if he could do that and he developed more of his boxing skills, he was going to be dangerous for Anthony Joshua. And when Dubois threw the very first overhand and he connected with Anthony Joshua, I was like, yeah, he gonna get knocked out. I knew it. And here's why Anthony Joshua basically got knocked out. I'm gonna put it
Listen
out
up.
there, okay?
Listen up, y'all.
Okay, so all coaches should be teaching you how to move your head. You never ever leave your head on the line.
Yeah, right.
You never leave your head on the line, right?
Never leave it stationary, right?
Never leave your head on the line. That's number one. Number two, you always stay behind your shields so your head is not easy to hit. And what I mean by your shields is these, okay? So we see in all these fighters in today's generation, everybody is fighting again with their hands low, right? Up here is where your hands need to be.
Right.
Okay? You see how far my head is away from? It makes it harder for you to get to me, right?
Right.
And if you try to come over here, throwing it over here, I'm over here already. You understand what I'm saying? So I didn't understand why Anthony Joshua was having his hand so low. Now, Anthony Joshua's jab did look really good. It looked really sharp, right? But even when he was doing his jab, if you go look at the tape,
He wasn't protecting his face.
He wasn't protecting his face. He'd throw his jab and he'd pull it down, back down low again, right? Instead of throwing it here and keeping his hands up here. And I was like, okay, what's going on here? You know what I mean? I mean, Anthony Joshua, he hit him with a couple good punches, but it was Dubois who was landing the solid punches. And I knew if Anthony Joshua gets hit right here, he was done for the rest of the night. All it takes is one punch for Anthony Joshua because it seems like he's got a glass jaw. That's what it seems like.
Him trying to get up, like
That's
you're
what I'm
saying,
talking
like
about.
it was like
okay?
fawn legs. No offense, no disrespect to
No
Anthony Joshua.
no disrespect, but it's the God's honest truth. Let's be real. It's facts.
Those legs were, legs
it's,
gave out.
It's facts. You know what I mean? We ain't saying nothing disrespectful.
Right.
It actually happened. It's on the film. That's all we're talking about.
Right.
Okay. And I don't think he's gonna get mad over it. But
No.
the bottom line to it is, look, he made mistakes, and as good as you are, if you're making mistakes and you keeping your hands down, eventually you're gonna get knocked out. I don't care who you are, it's going to happen. It's inevitable because fighters can read each other, and especially when they've been in the ring and they got a lot of experience, they can read each other and they'll set you up with these punches. And that's exactly what Dubois did. Anthony Joshua, he threw. It was so weird. He was coming in and he threw right hand,
Yeah.
and he went to throw the next one, crack, and that was it. He was asleep. And then he couldn't even get up. And guess what? When he was throwing it this way, and he was coming right into the punch. All Dubois had to do was bang. And that's exactly what he did. Over. I mean, every time basically he hit him, Anthony Joshua was just all over the place. I was like
you say, you hit him with the solid
shots. And this is what comes from when you hit a person with solid shots. You're not looking for the knockout. Okay? All you fighters that are out there, don't look for the knockout.
It will come. Don't look for it.
Yeah, it will come. Make sure you have great technique. And what that means is throwing the punches the right way.
Right.
Okay? If you're going to be throwing a left hook, you want to make sure that left hook is on a 90-degree angle, even with your chin. You want to make sure it's right there, because that's when you got that baseline right here. Okay? You got that solid baseline going all the way down to your legs. You want to make absolutely sure you're throwing every single punch the right way. And see, that's where all the technique comes in. A perfect fighter to watch, if you want to see great technique, Abdullah Mason. Okay? You got your Keyshawn Davises, you got all these other fighters out there, but guys with perfect technique and doing great things, not only does he have perfect technique and he's fast, Abdullah Mason. Okay? If they start paying attention to this guy, how he's throwing his punches and the way he's doing things, that's what I call perfect technique.
I need to watch
You
that.
understand?
Abdullah Mason.
Abdullah
All right.
Mason, you know, and a lot of people are starting to hear about him, right? The guy is phenomenal. He's phenomenal. In fact, I'll tell you straightforward. I think if I want to see the fight between Abdullah Mason and Keyshawn Davis. I really want to see that. I want to see that one, and I guarantee you that Abdullah Mason will win that fight.
Yes?
Absolutely.
Wow, you heard it here first, y'all.
Absolutely. He'll win.
You a better man. Don't tell me that I told you, but
He'll win.
hey.
He'll win it based on his technique alone. He'll win. He'll win. Okay,
go.
based on his technique alone. He will catch Keyshawn Davis with a lot of punches that he won't even see coming. Don't get me wrong, Keyshawn Davis is a great fighter. Great fighter. Okay? He could do great things inside the ring. However, technique, okay? Precision.
We're talking about that
Precision.
accuracy, precision.
Precision is very, very dangerous, okay? Precision. A precision puncher can beat a power puncher any day. Any day. Okay? Because he knows how to move, he knows how to get in, he knows how to get out. Okay? Precision. Okay? Precision could be the guy that has a lot of speed. Precision. Okay? So eventually we're gonna see what happens as this, you know, as fighters continue going and they keep coming up, But my thing here at Georgia Duke is to teach offense, defense, okay? Everything, like we talked about.
Everything.
Like we talked about, the body has to move as
Right,
one.
not just one thing.
Okay, perfect example.
Yes, sir.
You tonight, right? So I'm showing you exactly how to move your body like as one, right?
Yes.
You have to, everything has to move at the same time. It's gotta, and this is where it starts. It starts right here at the basic level. You teach them, and then you teach them. We get you to move everything at the same time. Your feet, It shows everything. It has to move all at one time.
Fluidity, right?
Fluidity. It has to be fluent. Okay. Even your defense, everything has got to be a natural reaction. Okay. If it's kind of herky jerky, something's wrong. You know what I'm saying? And the thing of it is when you stop and look at the fighters today, not saying nothing bad about people. All I'm saying is, you could stop and see, okay, he's good, but there's really no fluidity. Okay? When you see a fighter that's flowing and them hands are moving, and he's slipping and going like that, you got a dangerous fighter in front of you.
Right.
You got a very, very dangerous fighter in front of you. Okay? Like I keep saying it. Right now, Canelo is one of the most dangerous men still in the world right now. Pound for pound, still one of the best. Okay?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
There's not a lot of people that are going to doubt you on that.
He's pound for pound.
Still.
You know what I'm saying?
Bivol, that's what I was going to say. That's the guy that I watch a lot.
He just beat, what's his name? Berturbia?
Yeah, I forget. I forgot his name.
He beat Berturbia, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
He beat Berturbia. Okay?
Bivol, man.
And if you watch Bivol, he's smooth. He's in, he's out, he's smooth. It's that ability to do everything simultaneously.
It's working as a body, as a unit, firing all cylinders all together.
Exactly. See, this is what boxing needs to get back to. And we're starting to see more and more fighters getting back to it, okay? And you know what? I'm going to go back and say it again. I'm starting to see more and more fighters getting back to it. But a lot of the guys that are doing it are from the European countries.
Right. We were talking about that the last time as well, right? Because they have the fundamental, the basics, and they've sharpened themselves to the point where everything is just moving all together. They're moving like how you were talking about that. People nowadays, there's a lot of fighters, not naming names, but unfortunately there's still a lot of fighters. Their gyms and their coaches aren't teaching them correctly because, like you said, they're standing still. They're staying stationary. Their head's not moving.
It's not moving.
They just want to blast and
that's what. It's nothing wrong with it. I mean, I'm not saying
there's a time and place for that. But who wants to get hit?
Yeah. I mean,
it's not fun to get hit. It hurts, right?
I had my nose broken. And I'm telling you, it
doesn't feel good.
Look, I said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. Boxing is straight up savagery, okay? And the way it is just like this. I'm gonna do whatever I can to mash out your brain. Okay, I'm gonna be straight up and honest.
That's what it is.
Okay?
That's
you
that's
understand
exactly
what I mean?
what it is.
If that means I have to render one of your eyes completely closed to disable you, then that's what I gotta do. Boxing is straight up savagery.
Like you said, if you have to work that shoulder, if you have to work that arm,
ain't nothing pretty about it. It wasn't nothing pretty about Anthony Joshua getting knocked out. Okay, it wasn't nothing pretty about it. That's what I'm talking about. Straight up savagery. And people say, yeah, I know that. Do you really? Do you really understand?
A lot of people don't understand.
Do you really understand what the savagery? What I'm talking about? I'm talking about people getting seriously hurt. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Jay, yeah, go over that way for me a little bit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about a little bit. People getting hurt in this game. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, they got gloves on, but things happen.
Things happen.
And boxing is. Let's get back to. Not only do you get the fundamentals, let's get back to the mental mindset of it. Okay?
Right. The psychology of it.
Yeah. There's a lot that people are not getting into. The mental part of boxing is just as important as the physical part of boxing. You know what I'm saying?
It is. That's why people live and breathe it. And like I said, those are the most dangerous fighters, is when they live that kind of like Bushido. It's that warrior way. The way of the warrior, is like everything. Like, like you said, mental, and then it exudes physically as well when they're training. And yes, so.
If you got a guy out here that's eat, sleep, going to the bathroom, doing nothing but boxing, you just ain't gonna beat him.
You're not. No way.
You just ain't gonna knock him out. That's just not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. And people say, well, why is that? Well, I tell you why that is. It's because he's doing it every single day.
Like you said, it's like walking. We were just talking about
exactly.
That. It's like walking and breathing.
Exactly.
These real elite fighters, these guys that we're building here, that Coach Prince and Coach Mac, Coach Jay, people that are building here.
Yeah.
having them walk around and breathe, and boxing,
That's it.
right?
That's it. You take it from right from the beginning, and you make them understand exactly what is going on. It's not all the just me punching you and this and that and this and that. Me giving, and I don't take.
Right.
Okay.
There's a give and take.
That's not what it's about. It's mental as well as physical.
Right.
Okay. And when you getting in that ring over there and you getting hit hard,
that's when you know it's real.
That's when you know it's real.
Some people don't understand. Like they'll say, "Oh, I understand." Like you said, "Oh, I understand." Even me.
Now
I don't know how it is.
Now I'm gonna touch on something too right now that a lot of people don't talk about. Right? There's a difference between getting hit, okay, and then getting hit to where you feel it down to your bones. You understand what I'm saying? Okay? There's guys out there that could just throw punches, but then there's guys out there, when they hit you with a punch, you feel it. They hit you in the head. You feel it all the way down here through your legs, through your whole body. That's what I'm talking about. When you deliver the punches the right way. Okay?
Kinetic,
you know what I'm saying?
Kinetic energy, right?
Yeah, the kinetic energy. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Hey guys, can y'all go back over that way in the ring for me, please? That way y'all keep coming back this way. Thanks, dude.
Go for the future champ right here, by the way.
Yeah. We got one of our future champs over here.
Future champ over
He
here,
trying to
by the
work.
way.
We trying to do a podcast too.
He working hard too. He working hard.
But my point is, we want to teach them the right way. We want to give them all the tools
The
for
right
them to
way.
survive, right?
Exactly. The
We want to
correct
give
way.
them. We want to give them. We want them to understand there are different styles of boxing. We want our fighters to know every single style of boxing.
Right. And that's what I'm learning as well. Like I said, this is my first night. Obviously, with my age and with my arm, I don't know if some of you guys know, but yeah, I hurt my arm really bad last year. But with this, it's more for my fitness goals, and of course, I don't want to be a slouch out there. If it ever comes a time where hopefully I, don't want to get down to fisticuffs with anyone, but I want to be able to handle myself. But nonetheless, I'm still learning the warrior way. I'm still learning the way that true fighters have to go in there.
We got people saying something, but I ain't got my pad with me in front of me.
Hello
guys.
from Florida. Hey, hello.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Peace to y'all. Yeah,
Alan
y'all.
Daniel says, "Future champ, I'm not there though."
Well, hey, you got to get in the gym, okay? You got to come down to the gym. Come on down, okay? All you guys
go.
are invited down. Come on down, all right?
He says, someone will be here. German will be there tomorrow to put in work in the gym.
All right, okay, all right. That's what's up. That's what's up. You know what? Again, Georgie Duke. I got Coach Mac. I got Coach Jason. We got Coach Jose.
Coach Jose, yeah.
Coach Jose.
Jose,
You know
yeah.
what I mean. He had to go to a family thing, but he'll be back real soon. But
I remember meeting him the fight night at the Duke as well. Yes,
the coaches that I got in here are some really, really good coaches.
real coaches. Though I can attest to
Real
that
coaches,
as well.
yeah. We have old school coaches, and we believe in conditioning. We believe in technique. We believe in offense and defense and moving your head. This is what we believe in, and this is what we're going to teach our young fighters that are coming up. And we let our fighters know straight from the beginning. You stepping into a ring over there. You subjecting yourself to a lot of punishment, and you need to take that very, very seriously.
Very serious.
Because it's
The
not
most
a
serious.
joke. It's not
The
a
most
joke.
serious.
It is not a joke. The mental capacity, we want you to be prepared for what can happen while you're in there, so it doesn't happen to you.
Exactly.
We need you to be able to survive in that ring.
Right.
That's what we're
We
teaching.
don't want you to freeze up. We don't want you to, of course, nervousness is part of it, right? But at the same time, it's taking that energy and, like you said, being able to perform and being able to take that and do something great with it, as opposed to clam up and being able to survive.
Yeah, and see, the whole part about defense is about them not making those mistakes. Keeping your hands up, okay? Keeping your hands up, moving your head, you know what I mean? Hitting all the leverage you can on all your punches. And these are the things that we teach them and we show them how to do it, okay? One of the hardest things to do is being able to punch while moving. Okay,
Right.
all right. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the hardest things to do, and a lot of fighters today are not doing it. You know, I'm watching these guys, and watching them. You know, that's why I'm watching all these fighters and stuff like this. Like, okay, so he can't punch and move at the same time. They can throw great combinations, right? But they're not moving.
Right.
You understand? So I'm watching and watching. Okay, all right. So if we ever have to fight him, I know what he can't do, and that's what we do. That's what you do. You study him, you watch him, and like I said before, I'm gonna say it again. You go look at all the film that's out there.
Film. If you are not utilizing film,
You know what I'm
coaches out there, you are at a disadvantage.
I mean, you know, you gotta look at it. Okay. Now, if you don't want to look at it, okay, that's on you. Okay. But all I can say is that I think that
You are at a disadvantage, and like you said, it's there. And like you said, being able to nowadays with YouTube, BoxingProfilesTV.com. By the way, if you're on YouTube, but on YouTube specifically, on Boxing Profiles TV, and on a lot of other channels as well. You look up, and yeah, they will actually now, the beauty of having things like YouTube at our disposal is that you can watch these fights and real analysis with people breaking it down, you know, or even if not, like you have right there the viewpoint from, you know, bird's eye view, and you can slow the tape down. Just like I was seeing some footage here at the Duke with Coach Prince, with some of our younger fighters, sitting down with them, showing them on the TV and pausing, you know, in certain parts and slowing parts down and showing, you know,
and showing them.
And that's how it's supposed to be.
Well, it's supposed to be that because again, we're in a teaching environment, and we are teachers. Okay, you know, and that's the thing. We need more teachers in the game today, and because we don't have a lot of teachers. Okay, we got to teach our guys the fundamentals. Boxing all starts with the fundamentals. Boxing starts with learning how to punch correctly.
Right.
Okay. You know, I'm all I can say is just watch film. Just watch film, and when the guys start watching the films and things like that, they'll see. Okay, go watch the old school fighters. Go watch Edward Charles. Okay, go watch the Joe Lewis's and all the great fighters. Sugar Ray Robinson. Okay, go watch all these great fighters. Rocky Marciano and all these other great guys. I mean, I can name thousands of old timers that you could go and watch. Watch how they deliver those punches. Okay, just watch the things that they attacked. Everything they just didn't attack one thing.
Right,
and they all were moving their head. They all were moving their head. They never let their head stay on the line.
Right. Move the head, move the body, right?
Never.
Right.
And a lot of times people say, yeah, but boxing is evolved. Boxing evolves when the coaches is teaching it. That's when the boxing evolves, okay? If the coaches are not teaching you everything that you need to know, it's not evolving.
Where's the evolution?
Where's that evolution? Okay, the coaches is got to be the ones that teach the fighters so boxing can evolve.
Right, exactly.
You understand what I'm saying?
It comes from the coaches, like you said,
and it comes with the coaches.
From correct technique, though.
Yeah.
That's that, like you said. That's the capper.
Exactly.
Is what are you teaching as a coach? There's technique. Are you teaching them correct technique? Are you teaching them fundamentals? Are you teaching them things that they will actually be able to utilize and that will make them a better boxer,
exactly.
a better athlete.
So with that being said, okay, my generation, okay, I come from basically, I was in the golden era. I seen all the great fighters and stuff like that, right? I seen them all, and I was basically privileged to grow up in that era, right?
Right.
And then you had the other era that came behind that, okay, which is good. But in this generation, currently, right now, this generation is everybody's is a lot of them got their heads still on the line. There's not a whole lot of defense.
Not a lot of heads,
anymore.
right?
It's not a whole lot of defense and things like that.
A lot of
anymore.
standing and banging.
Yeah. It's a lot of standing in front of them and this and that. That's why the Europeans are starting to dominate. Look what's happening in the 170 pound. How many was it? 175?
175.
Yeah,
right.
Where Bivol is, right?
Right.
Total domination.
Stop,
It's total domination in that whole division. Just total domination, okay?
Right.
So when we start looking at a lot of these fighters, okay, we got Boots Ennis out there. We got other fighters that are out there that are still doing great things as American fighters. But when we start looking at them, a lot of the European fighters are still giving them a hard time with the movement.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about.
The sharpness.
Yeah, even though, okay, yeah. Guys like Crawford, guys like Boots, they wind up winning, but still, you see how the hard time that they're giving the
Right,
American fighters.
they're giving Bud Clark a hard
So
time.
if they're doing that, eventually, if they continue to train, eventually they're going to, I'm telling you, they're going to one day, somebody's going to come up and it's going to beat one of them.
Yep.
And people say, well, I don't think that's going to happen. Okay, nobody thought that Triple G was going to knock out Anthony Joshua either, right?
Exactly.
Nobody thought that, right? Okay, nobody thought that Bivol was going to beat Canelo at the time,
right?
right?
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah, that happened
so
too.
look, let's be real. Let's just be real. You got to be real with this. You know, it's how you prepare. You know what I'm saying? And the fight is in the gym. That's the fight.
That's the truth, right? The preparation is everything.
It's in the gym. Okay? Are you
doing the
everything?
work in the gym?
Are you doing the work in the gym? Are you doing everything right?
You can't just expect to, like you said, when you're on the main stage, to, you know, everything is
Wait,
on
you ain't on camera.
Oh,
there we go.
Whoops. Everything is based. Everything's based.
Yeah.
Everything's based on the word that you
Don't
put
get
on
too
the gym.
close now.
Yeah.
No,
Right.
I'm just joking.
No, right? But no, everything is based on the word that you put on the gym, right? Exactly.
Yeah, you got
And it's all about technique. It's about the correct technique.
It's about the correct technique and keeping things going flowing. You know what I mean? You know? Yeah. And
So,
let me see. We got.
shout out to all of our viewers.
I'll be back
that
Saturday.
that joined us tonight. We've been making our mark. I've been sharing a lot with these videos on my Instagram and on Facebook as well. And I can't wait to see what's in store. Like I said, there's a lot of great fighters here that we're looking to hopefully have their first fight next year.
Okay, so we'll see.
We'll see.
And here's why I'm saying that is because there's a couple of them that have shown great progress, great ability.
Right.
Okay.
Great strides.
And one of them is right there, right now.
Right
there. So if I could get him something way sooner than that.
Oh, there you go.
If I get him a couple of them way sooner than that.
Yeah.
Then absolutely.
There you go. Right.
You know what I mean? So
we'll keep you informed. Like I said, you got to follow Boxing Profile TV because, yes, no lie, no cap as they say nowadays. Like on the humble, they are raising champions here. This young man over here by the name of Diego, you got to watch out for. We talk about a young man that lives and breathes boxing. Talk is cheap, proof is in the pudding. But yes, like Coach Chris was saying.
Don't worry, I'll tell you like this. You'll see.
You'll see.
You'll see. Okay? You'll see. Okay? Now, my thing is this. Here's the thing now when I was over at the Lions Den in Pittsburgh, California.
Shout out to Lions Den.
Yeah, shout out to Lions Den. I love those guys over there. I love that gym, man. I mean, I really love it. I love Cordell. I love everything. Amari Jones and CJ, all of them, this whole family. I love them over there. I had a great time. Me and Coach Jay, we had a great time over there.
Right.
But the difference between over there and here is the fighters here are getting 100% of Coach Prince. You understand what I mean? I was over there for two years. They got about 25% of what I actually know how to do.
Wow.
Okay? They didn't get the other 75%. That they'll see the other 75%. They'll
you got
see
a
the
100%. 100%.
These guys got me here 100% of this time. Okay, so I could really settle down and really focus.
Really work with the students, right? Really work with the fighters.
And that was due to me coming over here and being the coach over here. But it was just something that I wanted to have my own gym, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I love Cordell. I love the Lions Gym. I love the things that I did over there. You know what I'm saying?
Like you said,
again,
100% that you're able to bring over.
I'm able to bring 100% right here.
And like you said, that's a benefit definitely to the students, to the
that are here at the Georgia Duke Center. They're getting 100% of me. They're getting 100% of Jason. They're getting 100% of Coach Jose and 100% of Coach Matt. Okay,
you hear that?
You know what I'm saying? They're getting 100%. 100%. Okay.
That's what drew me in personally, because like I said, last month or a few months ago, is when we first met, for me announcing at Fight Night at the Duke. But I originally came in here just only wanting to do the videos and stuff. I was kind of hesitant because of breaking my arm last year and whatnot. But because of, like I said, watching you guys in action, what you're able to teach not only the young fighters but the adult fighters as well. Yeah, it really gave me
inspiration.
You know what I'm saying? It inspired me. It inspired me to want to train and want to be part of this. So I love it.
I got to take it from one of the famous men that was that I admire. I used to love watching him, right? And he would always say, in order to beat a man, you got to
beat the man.
Mr.
Ric Flair. Woo!
Ric Flair. And let me tell you something. In order to beat the man, you got to be prepared for the man. Okay? And see, this is what we're going to do. We're going to prepare our fighters. Okay?
Preparation.
To beat the man. That's exactly what we're going to do. Okay? And I don't care who it is. I don't care where they come from. I don't care. We're going to accomplish all our goals. We're going to accomplish all of our goals.
No disrespect to anybody, but yes, we're coming for you.
We are coming, and we're coming, and everything takes time, and I want people to be able to follow us.
Right.
Follow us,
That's what it is. You got to follow the journey.
Follow the journey.
On the humble,
Yeah.
I think that we're putting out some very quality type content when it comes to, like you said, sharing those fights that you attend, sharing the tips here, sharing some of the pad work that you've done, and just all together, like Coach Prince was saying, follow Boxing Profiles TV on YouTube, because there's a lot more in store. It's only going to get better. The trajectory is only headed up. Like I said, I'm giddy and I'm excited to start training here once or twice a week from now on, and we'll see where I head as well.
So we're gonna. I got some great things in store. You know what I mean. I'm not gonna say what they are, but I got some great things in store. We can, I'm preparing some guys now. Like I talked to another coach out of Stockton, and they're doing an event, and if my fighters are ready, then I'll enter them in the event. And
you'll know first.
That's a little bit later this year.
You'll be the first to know. Though you hear that though, that's on the way. So that's bubbling.
Yeah.
That's on the simmer.
So I'm
you
watching.
Don't know yet. Yes.
I'm watching, and I'm just I'm starting to prepare and seeing and watching my fighters, and kind of just like, okay, all right. I'm just seeing.
See if they're ready, like you said. You'll know if they're ready.
And if they're ready, then I'm gonna put them in the event. And if they're not ready, then I won't. It's just that simple. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's just currently right now we just gonna see how things go. And then we'll go from there. You know what I mean? That's all I can say.
There you go. Like you said, proof is in the pudding. Talk is cheap. But at the same time, you better watch out, because like I said, we have some stuff coming up. We have some stuff that other people are not going to be doing, stuff that will captivate you viewers out there, and will hopefully get you enticed to start following us, to start watching what we're doing here, because yes, it's quality. We're gold and platinum over here.
Yes.
Iron sharpens iron, yep, but we're building platinum and gold over here. These young lions here ain't nothing to mess with. Like Wu-Tang, ain't nothing to F with over here. It's courtesy of Coach Prince, Coach Jason, Coach Mac, Coach Jose. That's how we do here at the Georgia Duke. Follow us.
Right.
So it looks like we're at the 50 mark. So yeah,
let me give a couple shout outs right quick.
Yes, we have to do that.
Big shout out to Jacob Stitch Duran. All right, my man.
Stitch.
Jacob, I got big respect.
Stitch. Shout out to Stitch.
I got big respect for Jacob. I said
Jacob.
Jacob. Jacob Stitch Duran. I got big respect for him.
Coach Prince made a song in honor of the living legend Stitch. Well, and like I said, even before I knew Coach Prince knew him, shout out to Stitch, my favorite cut man in the biz. I had been following him through his MMA career and stuff. And like Coach Prince was saying, if you don't want Stitch as your cut man, you stupid. Sorry. That's the best cut man ever in the business ever.
I'm telling you, he is the best cut man. And let me tell you something. When he wrap your hands, I know from experience, when he wrap your hands, woo, he wrap your hands. I mean, some of the best hand wraps I've ever had came from Jacob Stitch Durant. I'm telling you.
You feel like $1 million bucks just from the hand
and
wraps,
all those fighters that are out there from MMA to boxing, they know what I'm talking about. If you had Jacob Durant wrap your hands, okay? I'm telling you.
They know.
Man, it is amazing.
See,
it's
shout out to
amazing.
Stitch,
You know, so
man.
shout out to Stitch. Also, I do believe that Stitch has I think he has a video that's out, and you can get the video, and it's about the hand wraps. You know,
Oh, there
of
you
course,
go.
there's a cost is involved in it.
Right.
But if you guys go over to his website, you know
right.
what I'm saying? Yeah, if you guys you guys can probably follow him on Facebook. You can
Right.
follow him on Instagram.
I'm on Facebook and Instagram for sure.
You can get the information. Go there, check it out. I'm telling you guys right now. I mean, phenomenal. You know, when he was my manager, he was phenomenal. Fun guy, had a lot of fun with him and things like that. Great guy. Just
Right.
great guy. You know what I
Great
mean?
human being. See, you
Great
heard that,
human
man?
being. Just
Not
great
just cut man, not just manager, great human being. Go and follow him and check him out. Shout out to Jacob Stitch Durant.
I'm telling you.
Speaking of which as well, though, we talked about it last week and the week before. This gentleman here as well, Coach Prince, he has a couple of books out there as well on Amazon.
Yeah.
Check them out. They are ebooks. There's The Art of the Jab and there's Defense as well.
Boxing defense. That's
Boxing
right.
defense as
Boxing
well.
defense. Yeah.
So make
yeah.
sure to check
Go
those
there and
out
check them
as
out,
well.
guys. Yeah, go check them out. I mean, you know, and you guys, you guys go get them, read them, and you guys be the judge of what, the things that's being said and done in the book. You tell me. You know what I'm saying? You tell me.
Even better, if you are here in close proximity to Vacaville, there's no reason for you to not be coming in here in the Duke and checking it out in person. Check out Coach Jay, Coach Mac, Coach Jose, Coach Prince, and get it in real time. Coach Prince, man, always a pleasure. Like I said, I look forward to this every week.
Yeah.
Fight fans, join us every week. Boxing Profiles TV on YouTube.
Yeah.
Follow Coach Prince, Boxing Profiles TV on Instagram and Facebook as well.
Yeah.
But yes.
Let me tell y'all something, right, real quick.
Yes.
The second song that I actually put out, I did one song for Jacob Durant.
Yes.
I did basically it's a song for him, and it's basically about the cut, man. If you guys want to hear the song, go over to Boxing Profiles TV. It's there. Okay. I also did one for Sean Time James.
Saw that.
Now he is basically from Dixon, California, and he's an undefeated fighter. Okay, I live in Dixon, California. I know his whole family.
Hey, there
okay?
you go.
All right, cool people. As well as he's since then he's moved to Sacramento and he's fighting out of Sacramento.
There you
right?
go.
So
a hometown guy that we got to cheer for.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So
Looks
let's
promising.
cheer for him.
You hear
Again,
that? He got a song for him as
yeah,
well.
a song for him as well as another diamond in the rough that people need to be paying attention to. Okay, like I said, we got so many undefeated fighters that are here in this area, and we need to give them their shine.
Got to give him their
We gotta
shine.
give them their shine. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we got Gabriel Garcia. Now, let me tell you about Gabriel Garcia. This guy's got a phenomenal work rate. I mean, he's just phenomenal. You're talking about a machine. That's Gabriel Garcia. When I see him fight, he just non-stop. He just continue going and going and going.
heard that?
Going and going. You know what I'm saying? The man's phenomenal. I love watching him fight. And when I was training over at the Lions Den and helping the, coaching over there, I was able to see him fight. Man, he's good. He's good. Also, another undefeated fighter. Okay.
Look at all these studs around here, man. All these young lions.
Yeah,
around here,
there's. I mean, I could talk about Stevie Too Much Johnson. Another guy. He's fighting this Saturday, and I believe it's because I talked to Coach Joseph, and he was telling me that he's going to fight this Saturday. And I'm like, man, and I don't know exactly where. I don't know if it's in Mexico. I don't know if it's here in the United States, but he's fighting this Saturday. So there's a lot of stuff that's going on, and California is popping.
Yeah, it's an exciting time. It's
popping.
What a time to be a boxing fan, right?
It's
What a time to be
popping.
alive.
Uppercut Promotions, right? Lions Den promotion, okay? Boxing Profiles promotions, you know, the Fight Night at the Duke, all these things that are sort of popping, the amateur cards and everything else, all these things are popping off in California.
Yep.
And you know what? The people need to know about it. You know what I'm saying? We need to blast it out there. And that's exactly what I'm going to do, blast it out there.
And that's what we're doing now. That's what we're doing with this weekly podcast. That's what we're doing with our posts.
Yeah.
That's what Coach Prince is doing with these tribute songs.
Yeah.
We're hitting it full circle because, like he said, boxing, even if you're not a fighter, you can be a fight fan. You can have appreciation for this art form, for this science, for this lifestyle, for this pugilistic lifestyle. You know, and so I've been drug in, like I said. It was Fight Night at the Duke. Was, you know, I've been a fight fan my whole life, but being able to announce there, it really whetted my appetite. And now, like I said, this is a part of my new lifestyle as well. I don't know how far I'm going to take it personally. I don't know if I can live and breathe it like some of these young cats, some of these young lions out here. But nonetheless, I'm still happy to go on my own personal journey here at the Duke. And yeah, like I said, Coach Prince,
Yeah.
I love it. That's it. You know, so you know, and so that's just like Coach Prince says every week. Don't forget. Say, Prince. You remember Coach Prince?
I'm getting old. I don't know if I remember.
About getting punched drunk.
Remember something.
Yes.
Keep punching, don't get punched drunk.
That's what it is. Remember,
right.
y'all, all right? Take
Remember
care.
that. All right.
Boxing Profiles TV on YouTube. Don't forget, y'all.
All right.
I'm DJ Ed Kombong. This is Coach Prince. Peace, y'all. Yeah. That's what it is. Don't get
That's a good one.
What is it again?
Okay, remember.